a quick review of Soul Island. Soul Island is both a simple and a confusing game. At its core, the gameplay is about controlling a dude, or dudette, I guess, and shooting your way through waves of enemies until you reach the rightmost side of the island. The confusing part stems from the fact that the game doesn't really try to explain its mechanics to you. I finished the game, and I still don't know what luck is used for. Yet apparently I should be upgrading it with all our other stats. What's worse, some mechanics might seem obvious at first, but when you actually take a closer look at them, they don't work as expected. For example, when you go up to pick up a battery upgrade, a little hint pops up showing you +3, but when you actually pick it up, you only get 1. And why is that? I have no idea. So really, half of the challenge in this game is figuring out what is what. How does it all work? Now, in itself, it isn't necessarily a bad thing, but Soul Island also isn't particularly demanding when it comes to shooting. In fact, the other half of the challenge comes from managing your resources. What I mean by that is when you progress through the stages, the state of your character stays unchanged. This includes your health, energy, lives, and most importantly, the amount of batteries you possess. You see, batteries are pretty much the key factor in determining whether you will finish the game or not. They are used to activate all kinds of supporting elements like turrets or airstrikes, but they are not always required to progress. So, the tricky part is to use as little of them as possible, but still enough to finish the game. All of this amounts to a game that will most likely appeal only to a very narrow audience. Personally, I like this kind of challenge, so I'm giving Soul Island a positive score, but I doubt many people will share the sentiment. So, my final score is 6 out of 10. Great audio and visual presentation, but the gameplay is not for everyone. Also, it lacks any kind of story and can be completed in less than an hour. Thanks for watching.